Hello there, Golf Freak here, and you've probably already been able to guess this by now, but I'm announcing my Civilization 5 multiplayer game with subs that will be starting hopefully very soon. All the information in this video will be in the description, so let's get started. It will be on either Friday and or Saturday, depending on the availability of who is playing. And really quick, in case I messed something up, I apologize. Please let me know in the comments below if I need to change anything. But anyway, we will be playing Pacific Daylight Time, otherwise known as Pacific Standard Time. We're in Daylight Savings over here, I do believe. So if that's wrong, please correct me. It will be 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. for a starting time. That is going to be kind of like you can show up. We're going to try for 10. But we're not going to start until everyone who's going to be there is there by 12, and you have to be able to play till at least 2 p.m. The same goes down. We have Eastern Daylight Time, or otherwise known as Eastern Standard Time. These are both American times. 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., ending at 5 p.m. And then we have Greenwich, I can't pronounce that, GMT time, which is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and then Central European time, which is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. starting time to an 11 o'clock finish time. The starting times can change from an hour, give or take, along with the ending times. The goal would basically be, for looking at Pacific Daylight Time, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every session once a week, depending on when we play. But you have to be able to at least play until the ending time. If you cannot play that long that specific day, then that is going to be an issue. So if you can play on one of those days during the time specified, then you also need to have a computer capable of playing on a huge map. The reason for this is because I suspect, since my channel is primarily Civ 5 based, that I will probably have a full game. So you need to be able to run a huge map at a reasonable speed. I know that it really hangs up on some slower computers. So if you have an older computer or something that's not quite as good, maybe stepping down for this one. The second thing you need to have is a reliable internet. We can't have people dropping all the time. It takes a long time to get people back in, and if this becomes too much of an issue, we may end up kicking you from the game altogether. And then finally, the third constraint is that you have to have all DLC, and you have to have the Gods and Kings expansion. The DLC is a little bit iffy, because if you don't have a specific DLC, aside from the Wonders Pack, I believe the game will actually let you play so long as no one is playing as the civs that you do not have installed. So if you can play, and only if you can play during the time specified and you meet all the other requirements, follow my Twitter and Facebook for information of the upcoming event, hopefully, and then go to my Facebook page and vote for what day to play. If you vote for that day, you are saying that you can play on that day at the specified time consistently throughout the weeks, because these games will go on very long. I may decide to play a fast-paced game, but I feel like a normal-paced game, even with all these people, would probably be more fulfilling. I also think it's fair to mention that I probably will be recording it, and I will probably not start uploading it until it is completed, just so that no one can, spy on me and cheat. Also, I mentioned in my previous video, Let's Play Together, that you need to have a Skype and or some kind of chatting tool. I am not going to make that mandatory at all. If you don't have a Skype, you can use the Steam chat. I do voice chat, I believe. And if you can't, then you can simply use the text, because it shouldn't be that big of an issue, because it's not a quick game. You can, send a message and wait a little bit for them to read it. So if you don't have a mic, that is perfectly acceptable. And yeah, so I would like to start as quickly as possible if we can, possibly this Friday, which is the 31st of August. So, get on this and see if you can clear up your schedules for the specified days. Go to my Facebook page and vote. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.